What is up, everyone? How are you doing? Welcome to Mountain Man Explore the Truth. I'm just doing a quick little live here. I'm going to probably have a guest come on tonight. I figure I'd pop up to try to reach out to some of you guys to see who else would be interested in coming on the show. Be sure to share the show. That's the best thing you can do for me is share the show with anyone, your friends, and just please subscribe. If you're watching this and you're interested in wanting to know more about the show, check out all the videos. And if you, I got a couple episodes. Well, there's a lot of episodes I didn't upload to YouTube yet. I'm gonna be working on that down the road, but it won't be no video. It'll just be the audio versions of the episodes. But if you really want to check them out, go to Spotify. Just look on Spotify or iHeartRadio or I'm trying to remember what else I'm on. I think I'm on Google, and Amazon Music. I think it is too. The only one I'm not on is Apple. I think I had a trouble trying to upload that to that, so I need to work on that. I've actually talking to. I don't know if it was really Wes, but if it was, he was telling me I should definitely get it on Apple because he thinks it will help the show. Definitely love hearing his advice on that. But anyways, guys, what I plan to do. Let's see here. I'm gonna check my stuff out here to make sure everything's working like it should. Because I'm not sure if everything's hooked up here. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So yeah, guys, what I got coming soon is I'm gonna do live specials with past guests and new guests and all that. So I'll start doing some more live shows, and I'm also gonna record them, so that way I can make audio versions for the, for the show. And that's what's gonna be new and different for the show. And I want to get more people, like researchers, the truth seekers, whatever you want to call yourself. Excuse me, and come on the show. And you can express what you believe, and you will not be. It's going to be new. Okay, 1 second here, guys. You're going to hear a little background because I want to make sure everything. Okay, there it goes. All right, hopefully that's working. But anyways, guys, I plan to bring a lot of different types of people in this cryptid world. There's a lot of people who think differently than others, and that's one of the biggest problems is with respect. People need to learn to respect other people, what they believe. Some people might believe in Bigfoot coming in and out of portals. Some people might believe they're from space. Some people might believe they're natural. Same thing goes for anything that's strange and weird in this world. But we need to go to back to respecting each other because I see a lot of people take people the wrong way when it comes to this world of ours, um, getting involved with the mystery and strange creatures of our planet. Um, some people might not be able to handle some of people's ridicule, like they might take it that they're trying to bash on him, but they're not. It's just some people want to express their truth and want to be heard, and they might sound aggressive and they might sound a bit harsh. I wouldn't take it that way. Give them a shot. Let them express themselves. Let them say what they got. Let them get it off their chest. And then before you start to, question that person, just debate them. Debate them on what they got, and you might be on the same boat about it. I don't know. So keep that in mind. Okay, let me check everything here, guys. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to reach out to Cindy later and see if she still wants to come on tonight. If not, she'll probably want to come on another night. Either way, it'd be cool to bring her back on. We haven't done a show like this together. We've done audio only, and she's really cool too. She is truly experiencer out there and much respected. I really respect her because she's got a lot of knowledge in it too with a lot of people that she's involved with when it comes to Bigfoot, and I believe she's even had some paranormal experience too that was going on in her home in here in Texas. Um, so yeah, she's got a lot of interesting things to talk about as well. So I definitely would like to bring her back on. I definitely need to reach out to Donna and set up a night to bring her on. So I'm gonna try to do a lot of episodes here. Um, I'll try to get them all edited for audio version here later on. But on here they're gonna be lives, special guests. I'll probably go in there and edit them and make them as episode number this and that. That way people know. But I'll worry about that later. So my question to you, my friends, what do you believe? What do you believe, and what have you experienced? I want to hear your story. So definitely reach out to me. Remember to reach out to me by contacting mountainmanett@gmail.com, or you can reach us on Facebook. Look for Blake Votel. You can also email me at another well, that should be a good enough email right there for you guys, is mountainmanett@gmail.com. So I want to make sure some people don't get offended by stuff I say on my show. I'm not trying to, you know, bash on other researchers or podcasters or YouTubers. I think everybody should be doing their own thing, of course, and have their own little style. I might sound like I'm coming on bash certain people, but I'm not. I'm not trying to bash them. One second, guys. My guard dog's going off. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. He's all right. He's just barking at the neighbor across the way. Since we're somewhere new, he definitely yeah, he definitely goes off more because he's not used to seeing all these cars coming down the road. It's not that busy of a road. It's just a lot of people that live down it. There's a bunch of direct, some people use it for a shortcut too. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut this short too. I just wanted to make sure everything's working correctly. I'm gonna type in here and say hello to make sure that's working. Yep, that's working. So the plan is I'm gonna reach out to Cindy probably and just see if she wants to come on. Heck, if she wants to come on now, I mean, send it to her. But if she prefers to wait until later or another day, that's fine as well. So let's see. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I had to get my wire up a little longer there. All right. So sorry for that long little pause there, guys. I was just checking in to see if anybody was aware of what's, let them know I was on. Um, I did say I'll be on tonight. But anyways, guys, I want to dig deeper into the truth of these things, like Bigfoot and these crawler things and Dogman and paranormal stuff and UFO. There's been a lot of reports on UFOs lately, and I've been listening to this one. I forgot her name. I need to get prepared for that, but she really has some really interesting things to say. She talks about these cloud shapes. If they look a little box shape or a certain shape, she says she believes that's UFOs camouflaging, just watching us. What do you think? Do you think that's possible? Um, I don't know. I'm just curious about what you think. But anyhow, I'd like to get more people on board and explore the truth with me, um, especially researchers. In my beginning of this, I used to bash on some researchers, but I've definitely changed a lot about it because there's different types now. I realize they're not all the same. They all have different views, and they all have not everything is Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Um, it's one thing I learned with a lot of researchers. They'll say, "Oh, that was a Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Everything is Bigfoot." No, it's not. Not everything's Bigfoot. But I'm learning to starting to see more people realizing that they made mistakes as well as researchers, realizing they had made mistakes, thinking this, you know, certain tree breaks they thought was Bigfoot. Not all of it is. Some of it's natural, you know. So, but my question to the ones who have a lot of activity, finding these footprints and finding these tree breaks, well, when are you going to share more about the you know, these close encounters you have with them, because I've heard some talk about they know exactly what they look like. They have pictures, and then they never come forward with them. So it makes me question. They're big time researchers I'm talking about, but there's a lot of good ones that are getting known too that are really cool, laid back. So I always say question everything. So I don't mean to ramble on. Excuse me for a second, guys. I got something stuck on my pants here. Way to do a show, huh? See, that's why you have your editor come in and edit stuff out, but not when it's live. But there it is. There's a piece of wire stuck to my pants from this basket here. So yeah, once I get all settled in here, I'm gonna get a new desk and get this corner all set up. I'm gonna put stuff in the background, probably put my logo and all that. So, and I also wanted to talk about how let's talking to Duffy yesterday. He made a good point about people making money off their shows and stuff like that. I agree and disagree with him on some things, and that's what I like about Duffy. He's really cool about if you disagree with him, just say how it is and say what's on your mind. I don't think he's gonna yell at you or bash on you. He seems like a pretty respectful guy. You just got to give him that chance to talk. Don't shut him off. Let him talk, and then get to know him, and you probably definitely think differently of him. I know some people say they yeah, he's definitely going off a lot. I know some people on other podcast shows would, take him down real quick, but it's like just let him express himself. If it gets, some people, if they get out of line, yeah, it's their right to shut him out on their show. But I think the guy's got a good point on some things. When it comes to making money with a show, if you build your platform really way up, I totally understand why people would want to make it into a full time job. But I take it as more of me wanting to learn. I want to learn more about people's experience, encounters, and share their story. And it's not necessarily making people or making money off people because that's where I get to the point where I disagree on some things. You're letting them come on to share the story with you, and so you're taking the time out of your day to bring them on your show to share. And you're the one that's got to edit the show, right? You got to edit it and clean it up, and do it all, make it sound pretty good. Um, and so I can see why people would want to make a little money on it down the road. But I think most people, with frame of mind like me, I would only make money off it to keep put into the show, to keep it going. And if it keeps me going, where I can do more of it, great. Because I'll be working on making money on my own by doing merch, um, selling hats and shirts and what else, stickers. And yeah, maybe I'll do a member page one day, but that would be for extra material, episodes and bios and all that. But I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. I got a long ways to go, if I even get there. Um, I kind of want to set myself up more like Sasquatch Chronicles, but that's way up there. I'm not even there. So if I ever get to that point, awesome. I hope people like my show and enjoy it and like me for being me. So yeah, there's different aspects when it comes to making money off it, because I get what he was saying about certain people, you know, they're just trying to dive into money right away, and it's not what it's about. It's for me, it's not. That's not what it's about. It's about learning about people's experience, um, and their research, and their encounter, and much more. Making friends. That's what's important to me. So I totally agree with him on some things and disagree on some things. So, and that's okay. Still friends. You're gonna always disagree and agree with some friends. You know, um, some of my friends may not get along with other friends of mine. You know, that's between you guys. And if if they get out of line about talking about my friends, then I'll straight up tell them like, oh, let's leave it alone there because I'm friends with the guy. I don't want to hear too much bashing. I mean, if you don't like that person or you're not getting along with that person for some reason because you're disagreeing really bad on something, I just keep it to yourself. That's the way I look at it. I don't want to be involved with that. I try to stay away from that stuff. So, but I have a lot of respect for friends and especially Mr. Duffy. He's a really cool guy. So, sorry, Duffy, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, but I thought I'd talk about you because you had some good points that you were talking about on the show or the live show yesterday. I started thinking about it, and you definitely has some good truth to the point on there. And I really enjoyed hearing some of his experiences he's had. And see what I mean? You just let him talk. People like him, just let them talk, and they'll talk about their experience when they feel comfortable enough. And that's what it's about, right? If they don't feel comfortable, they're not going to talk about it. So I really appreciate him coming on and talking about it. He's probably going to be a guy I'll probably have on more often down the road. And hopefully, maybe I can get him on with some of my friends that they might have had problems with, um, and just talk it out, and just express, have a good time talking. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna come back on later. I just wanted to come on talk about a few things coming to the show. I'm gonna be working on a new intro. I'm gonna still use the same intro for probably for the ending of the episodes, maybe for live shows. But I'm gonna be working on a new one. Got my kid doing that. And the logo, I might leave it alone, or because I really appreciate Rye doing it. He did a great job on it. I love it, but I kind of want to come up with something of my own doing. You know what I mean? And that would make it more you. But this definitely is me. I just want to do maybe something different. I might leave it alone. I don't know because I love it so much. But I still will use it. I want to use it for merch. Um, he made that for me, so it was awesome. And I'm gonna work on my past logo too that I got made it for me. I'm gonna use that for merch too, so you have different pictures, right? But I want to work on something fresh, something new since I've been gone to revive the show. Um, yeah, I can't wait to do that. But anyways, guys, I just want to come on, chat for a minute. I'm gonna try to reach out to some friends tonight and see if who wants to come on. Maybe Cindy. If not, I'll have her come on another night because I got free nights for a while. I'm not working yet. I am in the process of looking for work. So it's been challenging, and I thought it'd be pretty easy to pick up a job pretty quick over here, but um, I applied for like 30 jobs and only had two or maybe three call for an interview. Two didn't go so well. The manager, I I feel like the manager kind of cold shouldered me. I don't know why. Maybe it's the beard, but I don't know. That's okay. I'll find something. Um, much prayers for that, guys. I appreciate it if you pray for me on my job journey, looking for something. But eventually, I'd love to do this full time. Not just this, though. I want to do other content. Like I'm gonna work on another YouTube channel for when I'm fixing up motorcycles and quads. That's something I enjoy doing. But this is my main hobby right here. I enjoy talking about Bigfoot and paranormal stuff, and UFOs, and especially Dogman's been really, really spiking up out there. So I find that very interesting. But anyways, guys, I think we're all in it together, and there's a bunch of different sides when it comes to the crypto world. You got the drama side, you got the truth seekers, and then you got the know-it-alls, and then you got I don't know. The list can go on, but a lot of us are like-minded, so you just gotta tread lightly with certain people because even though you don't agree with them, you gotta just kind of gotta be respectful and just step away. I used to be that person too in the beginning where I just tell people how it is and what I thought. So I try to be careful how I word things now because I don't want to offend anybody. Because people do get offended pretty easily when it comes to the cryptid world. But anyways, guys, it looks like I'm gonna come back on later. I think I'll probably let Cindy know, but if she's not interested, I'm gonna try to reach out Donna. Her and Donna probably be fun to both come on the show. Um, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Reach out on there. I'm gonna probably post something and say I'm gonna go on live later tonight. Um, so yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. So stay tuned. More to come. This is just a live only for on YouTube. I'm not gonna edit this. This is just me coming on. You're gonna see me do this once in a while. Come on, just me talking about things. I mean, what do you guys think about that Atlas? Do you think that's some kind of UFO or alien ship coming our way or a meteorite? What do you think it is? I think it is odd because there's some people finding drones and stuff like that in caves, the same shape of this thing, and it's moving weird. So I don't know. What do you guys think that is? Leave a comment. Tell me what you think it is. Do you think it's a visitor coming or something else? Just meteorite or what? Or is space even real? But I start to question it myself. But I mean, I'm sure you guys heard about the chemtrails. I guess since the big G shutdown, it's been bluer in the sky and different. So I don't know what's up with that. It's starting to make you wonder what's going on. Um, I mean, we can go all over the place, guys. That's what's awesome about the show. We can get into a lot of things. So, what do you guys think? What is the Atlas? I hope I pronounced it right because I haven't been paying too much attention to it because I thought it was maybe them trying to distract us on something and keep us distracted from what's going on. But I don't know. I don't know. It could be really something. Um, and let me know. I want to hear your story. Share your story on the show. Be sure to email me or just comment. Leave a comment and I'll find you and reach out to you and we'll get connected and set up a show. I definitely need to build a list, and I did have some episodes saved, but I don't know what happened. I think they're gone. I've had some issues with the computer. I couldn't find the files, so I'll just have to reach out to those people and bring them on down the road and do a refresh because we kind of had trouble with doing the show when I was over in Oregon. Kept cutting in and out because of crappy service. So, but I'll leave it at that, guys. So, if you'd like to come on the show, be sure to reach out to me. And you can also find me on Facebook. Look for Blake Botel. You can also email me, of course, right there in the bottom corner. You see it, mountainmanett@gmail.com. So if you'd like to share your story, your experience, your truth on the show, reach out to me. I'd love to bring you on. So I might come back on later tonight. Depends if I can get somebody else to come on. I'd love to do that. But if not, I'll try again tomorrow night. So, all right, let me see where I'm at here, guys. Make sure everything looks good. That looks good. I'm still trying to get familiar with stuff. All right. So, here we go. Got to get my warm up back up. So, all right, guys. That's it. So, let me know what you think and what do you believe in. Let me know. I want to hear about it. Leave a comment. And like I said, if you want to come on the show, bring it on. I love to hear about it. What do you believe? What do you believe when it comes to Bigfoot, Dogman, UFOs, paranormal, conspiracy stuff, anything? You know, let me know. I like to hear it. So until next time, guys, let's explore the truth together.